Going back to the unions, basically they serve an intended purpose. They're basically the fundraising arm and the muscle of the Labor Party.
Yes, you probably in Queensland the philosophic arm is the teachers' union. It's the policy arm. It determines that our children must be sexualised at an early age with gay pride stuff and all this bloody gender. Let's discuss your gender for 5 and 8-year-olds.
Yeah,
that's all coming out of the
right.
The teachers' union have driven that.
Right.
And we wonder why on the gender transition stuff, where once upon a time it's a real problem for between 1 in 10,000 and 1 in 100,000 kids.
Yeah.
It's real,
yeah.
But it's very rare. It's now 200 in 10,000.
Yeah.
What the? That's a 200 times increase.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty obvious that it's been going, all the stuff going through the schools. What on earth do we have gay pride flags in schools for?
Why are we shutting the Harbour Bridge down for the LGBT celebration issue?
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Can we talk about, the things that made Australia great? Can we, celebrate those things?
Well, I mean, the incidence of gaydom is 1.7%, I think, for males and 0.8 for females. I mean, they've got every right to do what they want to do, but do we have to stop the place for 2%? And what are we supposed to be being brave about? I don't really understand it. And I do. I know why they do it. Actually,
of course, in the face.
They've worked out that the conservative side of politics has no idea how to deal with this stuff. They have no idea. The abortion up to the day of birth. There's no one in the Labor Party that actually believes that's a good idea. A few maddies, perhaps. But there are a whole series of LNP state politicians voted for it, changed sides, and voted for this. Tim Nichols, the current health minister, did.
So why would they do it then? Why would the Labor Party sort of trigger the...
because they know that by getting these fools to do this stuff, that it separates their core. Right?
Right.
And we should talk about what's happened.
Divide and conquer.
Well, what's the membership of the LNP Liberal Party in Australia?
Christian.
30,000?
Yeah.
It's 10,000 in Queensland.
Yeah.
Average age is bit of an argument whether it's 72 or 74. Doesn't matter. It should be 54, 44 or 34, maybe 30, It should be 30 years younger. And you do a little bell curve, right? With probably 2,000 of those people are over 80. And in the LNP in Queensland, you don't have to pay a fee over 80. So are they even alive? I mean, the LNP wouldn't know because they no longer collect money. So, okay, let's say there's 10,000. New South Wales, I've been told that the membership's collapsed down to about 5,000.
That's right. Yeah, that's
In
right.
Victoria, they were saying, oh, we're doing really well. We're nearly 6,000. Yeah, I'll see that when I believe it. And South Australia, Antic and Plimer, Professor Ian Plimer, they've got to work, and they've got theirs up to about 5,000, which is literally double what it was.
If I can just take 20 seconds of your time, I apologise for interrupting this clip. If you'd like to support Turning Point Australia and what we're doing to help keep the lights on and keep the work going moving forward, please check out our website at tpaust.com.au. We've got a range of merchandise, whether it's the Make Australia Great Again hat, whether it's the other shirts that we have, or the educational maps that we have. Please go and support. If you don't want to buy any merch, that's fine. You can also support us by buying us a coffee and becoming a regular subscriber for as little as $4 a month. I'll let you guys get back to it. Thank you so much.
And they're actually operating properly. And prorated to Queensland, they're far more effective than Queensland. Western Australia, I don't think the party exists, does it? It's just a disaster.
Yep.
And and the reason why, it's not hard to see, and no one has really talked about this. Why has the membership dropped away? The membership's dropped away because the elected members are no longer connecting with, or vice versa, with the actual members. People say, I didn't vote for that to happen. Huh? Where was the one LNP member anywhere in Australia that said, this immigration thing at 500,000 people a year, this is causing a lot of problems. Why are we doing it? Where's the one voice? Where's the one voice? There isn't one.
Yep.
They're all terrified. And we've seen that happen, and that's why Heath got and I've sort of got together and say we must do something about it.
God bless you guys.
Well, the issue, it's actually simple to fix, right? Politicians should have a connection with a membership group. Otherwise, what are they there for?
Like a union sort of thing.
Well, I mean, the union's probably just it's a conservative institution, which there used to be lots of. I mean,
sure.
I don't think the standard of the politicians have changed much in the 45 years. They're a particular breed. They're needy people who want to be agreeable, and appeasement's a pretty bit unfair.
Yeah.
They mean well.
Yeah.
But of their nature, they're pleasers. They want to, they're good with a cup of coffee and a chat, and they can do that very well. Mm. They're not particularly good at standing firm on principle.
No.
Particularly when there's no potential threat to them if they don't do that.
Yeah.
And what's happened is we've removed effectively the threat of what happens when you go against what your members want. That's what's happened. So it's not that hard actually to reinstate that. The Canadians have done it.
Yeah.
So we can copy them.
Yeah, absolutely. Was it 1 million members or something over there? And they have a popular vote for who they want the leader to be?
There's two things, yes. So that's it. And when Menzies started the Liberal Party, the population was 6 or 7 million. Menzies' party, the Liberal Party, had 60,000 members, 1% of the population. We've got 26 million, we should have 250,000 members, if it's 1%. The Canadians have got 2%. Now, what they've done, I might say the Canadians haven't managed to get a Prime Minister into that system, but that's not the problem with the system. There's a number of reasons why that hasn't happened in Canada. It'll certainly happen next time. But in Australia, all we have to do is basically go back to and say, righto, if you're going to be a member of the LNP and say Cairns, then you've got to be pre-selected by the members in Cairns. I'll just talk about state at this stage. Just federal's the same thing, only just different, but it's slightly different. So let's talk about that. So the members pre-select the person in Cairns. And if an election comes up in every other electorate, the members in each place do the pre-selection. Now, that sort of happens now, except that there are almost never challenges to pre-selections. Pre-selections they should be held about 12 months before an election. Yep. There's always some crisis where it has to be deferred and, oh dear, it's too late. We'll have to have an emergency proclamation, and every sitting member gets re-endorsed. Yeah. So, they save their $200,000 a year. Yeah. Because politicians, that's all. The only thing that really interests them is, can I be re-elected?
Thank you so much for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed this particular clip. If you want to support this show and keep the lights on and support everything we're doing at Turning Point Australia, please head to tpaust.com.au, where we've got hats, we've got shirts, we've got maps. And if you don't want to buy any merch, that's perfectly fine. If you want to just buy maybe a cup of coffee a month, for as little as $4 a month, you can help us get a small, long black to actually support the show and actually keep things going. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you later.